This is the Santaluz Club, and today I'm going to be playing 9 holes with 2 guys who made huge bets on the future. Look at that golf shot. Jack Anderson, VP of Robotics at Firefly Automatics, has deployed over 7,000 robots in his career, and he's going to show us what some of these golf robots can do. Jeff Miller, the director of Agronomy, made some serious bets on Autonomy, and he's going to show us all around the robots and how those economics really work.
I'm cutting costs other places that is kind of like realizing after the fact.
Oh yeah, automation is coming, robots are coming. They're here, they're not coming, they're here now. I'm glad I didn't ruin a $200,000 piece of equipment. This is amazing. Next thing you know, you may see a robot out here. Let's play some golf. All right, so we're gonna do a little skins game. I think Jeff's only gonna join us for a few holes. Jack and I are gonna play skins with some carryovers, closest to the pin on par 3. And unlike some of our money games, whoever loses today actually has to mow a hole with a hand mower. So I think the stakes are high. Let's roll. This looks, I mean, we should speak to the director of Agronomy on this, but as far as I'm concerned, this looks like a pretty straightforward par 5, huh? Oh yeah.
Hang on there.
It's carrying.
So you've deployed 7,000 robots in all kinds of environments, not obviously all on golf courses, but like when you come out to a golf course, like what do you see that other people don't see?
You know, that's a great question because I've deployed in warehouses, schools, hospitals, all sorts of robotic systems like cleaning robots, which I know you're very familiar with, delivery systems, tugs, and I always thought the transition to the outdoor robotic space was going to be very, very difficult, and to be frank, it is. It's not the flat ground 4-wall environment that makes robots easy to navigate. So when I come out to a golf course, what I see is kind of the first real playground for outdoor AMRs, which stands for Autonomous Mobile Robots. And the reason I kind of salivate at the golf course is because it's a controlled environment where you don't have the public, really walking around while these machines are out there mowing.
Right.
You also have just a lot of acreage out there that makes all sorts of different types of robots applicable. You've got rough mowers, fairway mowers.
And we'll see all those today, right?
Oh yeah, you'll see plenty. Santaluz here, they've made a big step into robotics. At Firefly, we handle the fairways. So you've got a very well-defined space where the robot has to operate every single day the exact same way. And that makes us, able to have, let's say, a lot of control over what that machine does.
Be good. Oh yeah, look at this guy. So the Firefly fairway mowers, they're built from the ground up as like an autonomous first platform, right? They're not like a retrofit.
That's exactly right. And that has a lot of benefits. And there's benefits for both directions, but if you build something purpose-built for the robotic system and for the job of being a robot, I mean, it unlocks a lot of capability that you kind of give up if you're trying to retrofit an existing platform.
And then while Jeff's getting ready, just tell me like a little bit about Firefly. Like how many robots you guys have out there? If you're publishing that, like where are you all based? Like give me some basics.
Yeah, I mean Firefly is a company that was founded back in 2010. It started off in the agriculture space, so designing these large harvesters for sod farms. So we started out on grass, collecting the sod that makes its way out onto the golf course and onto homes and property.
Let's see what the agronomist can do. Oh, look at this guy.
Get around that bunker.
And so we've been around grass for a long time and designed what's called the AMP mower. Launched it back in 2024, so it's relatively new out onto this golf scene, but it's really taken off. I mean, we've grown over 300% year over year. We've got about 65 golf courses operating and another.
Robots are real. 65 golf courses, 300% growth, man.
Yeah, no, it's gonna keep going. Good. Oh.
Oh, look at this guy. Stop, hit it.
Well, you messed around back there.
That's not bad. Oh, come on. Oh, it didn't break.
No.
You see that? It just stops.
Swap out.
There we go.
Just
That boy.
He's just booking a one-way trip to Mowing.
here we go. Yep.
So Jeff, how long have you been out at Santaluz?
Oh, I'm probably a month and a half short of 25 years.
25 years, and you weren't using robots 25 years ago.
Not at all. Not at all.
When did you start? I mean, I know that there's a couple different types, so I'm not talking specifically about Firefly, but like, when did you start with robotics out here?
2016, I believe, with RG3.
Wow, so it's almost been 10 years.
Yeah, started the industry. Probably one of the first 3 United States to deploy and operate that type of equipment.
So how many robots do you have out here today?
I got 2 dozen.
2 dozen. Is that 2 dozen Fireflies, or is that 2 dozen on and the small crests?
I have 3 Firefly units that do 30 acres of fairway.
Okay.
Then I have another, 20, 21 of doing roughs, so of crests.
Wow. And like, are you the robot manager?
Well, initially, I've been training assistants below me to take over and take responsibility to clean them, maintain them, program them, all the mapping, repairs. So, I start off as figuring out how to deploy them, how to map them, what all the possibilities are with them, and then I'm training the guys below me.
What time does the first robot leave leave and get ready for work? What time?
The rough mowers are operating 24/7.
24 hours a day?
Fully autonomous. They're going in and out. They're charging for an hour, then they're back out working for a couple hours, and this goes on all week. Firefly units, they go out 5 a.m. when our crew shows up. Virtually quiet. It's super imperative that we have this quiet, tranquil community and respect the neighborhood. So it's been great for the.
That's wild. So like, I would imagine with utilization at 24/7 and starting at 5 with the fairway mowers, it pencils.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
That's awesome, man. And I think, what's interesting, at least I think will be for some of our viewers out there, is like when people think about robots, they're thinking about these, robots that look like people, or the robots that, like the humanoid robots. And like, it turns out that these mowers are actually far more purpose-built and really have an immediate ROI, right?
Yeah, and I think you're going to start to see a lot more of the purpose-built robots before you see the humanoids running around pushing manual mowers around the course or manually scrubbing the floors.
Yes, I would tend to agree. What do we have here? There it is.
There she is.
Holy smokes.
That's called the AMP Firefly L100. So that's striping up the fairways for Jeff. So, Jeff can talk through.
So this is one of 3 that you have?
Yeah, we have 3 in our fleet. We've gone through 2 growing seasons to really see what they can do, how they hold up. We're coming up on over 1,500 hours on these units. We're using them a lot more than we initially intended to, because they're essentially it's free labor. We just overlap it with the other jobs. As you can see, the guy, he's out there spot checking bunkers. So when he deploys the unit, his responsibility is to check the bunkers through this hole. There's actually another robot in the left fairway.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you got, that is wild. How about right there?
That's the line
absolutely
right there.
perfect.
Oh, that's going to be perfect.
You're going to be in the bunker, I think. Catch the bunker. Get in that bunker. There it is.
So you were like actively looking for robots.
Absolutely. That was part of my initiatives, you know, looking strategically how I can improve the course. How do I fix the challenge of labor, labor costs, even getting labor.
And this was like a post-COVID, or it was exacerbated, or like?
No, it's just always working through it. Just basically, as soon as I showed that, you know, working with RG3s and that autonomous, you know, equipment was working for us, that we had the ROI, the productivity increase, the playability increase. And so it was definitely something that was on our mind. The board, the GMs, very supportive. And they said, hey, let's keep looking at this. Let's do this. Let's find what happens.
So then you got involved, and now this is, you know, I would say, you know, one of your flagship properties. Is that fair to say?
Oh yeah, I mean, absolutely. They've got you'll see the numbers on them. They're labeled 7, 8, and 9. I mean, these are.
I mean, the first 3 machines that went to a golf course, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So he's the pioneer. So it's I mean, it's been amazing working with Jeff.
So then I'd imagine like ROI for you guys is there. I mean, it's just present at this point, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, I'm sure.
Yeah, it penciled out pretty easily. And honestly, when you start looking at the initial analysis, we're saying, oh no, it's going to be, you know, we're going to save 2,000 hours for mowing 3 days a week, and so many days a week in the winter. And then we realized, like, wait a minute, we can mow twice as much because it doesn't cost any more. So now the ROI just dropped in half because I'm mowing twice as much.
So I wrote an article about this. It's called Jevons Paradox, right? There was this phenomenon in Europe, in England, right, when they invented the steam engine, right? And everybody thought as steam engines became more and more efficient that it would actually reduce the amount of coal that people needed. But what ends up happening is the exact opposite, which is no, we want all the coal because we want more engines and we want them running more places. And so, you know, with everybody freaking out about AI, robotics, etc., what ends up happening is you have increased productivity even beyond what you thought you were going to get.
Absolutely.
So yeah, Jevons Paradox, link below. I'm taking my phone out. This is amazing. So what is it doing right now?
Yeah, right now it's following the set pattern that Jeff picked for this day. So anytime you walk onto a golf course, you'll probably notice it's either striped up vertically across the course, diamond patterns, or a 50-50 shadow cut.
And it can do all those.
Oh yeah. So, and that's one of the big, you know, pulls for technology like this, is that Jeff can now take out his iPad or go onto his computer, and he can tell the robots to deliver the look and feel on the course that they're going for on that particular day.
Oh.
That should be all right.
Good shot.
If you break it, you buy it. Nice shot. Beautiful.
Backstop, baby.
There you go.
For all those trolls on YouTube, man, like I said, I'm coming for you. What's in this thing? Like, it looks like there's some LiDAR. Okay, for those of you who don't know, I've been in the robotics business. There's some LiDARs up front, computer on the back, there's a modem, I would assume there's cameras.
Yeah, I can kind of take you through the stack quick.
Take us through the stack.
Its navigation is RTK GPS. So that's about a 2 centimeter accuracy. If it goes off path, it'll self-correct. Its obstacle detection is driven by a 3D LiDAR and camera system.
And it's sick LiDARs?
So there's a couple different vendors on the LiDAR. We can get into that later.
Yeah, that's fine.
But the different types of obstacle detection systems on the machine are physical bumpers, camera systems that are detecting, what, not only if an object is there, but building in the capability of what type of object is it. So recognizing, is it tall fescue grass that's safe to operate near, or is this a person or a dog that I got to stop for and act accordingly? So it's not just a physical object. It's building in that capability of like recognizing.
I understand, and I would assume the more hours, miles, however you end up logging, that detection gets better and better, right? You can constantly add to what you're avoiding, right? Or
yeah, I mean, like all of that data that comes from having hundreds of robots that'll be out there in the field. Yeah, certainly makes the machine better and better as we encounter more and more edge cases. It builds into how the machine reacts to those different types of objects.
That's so wild. So like to me, right, it's kind of, cliche, and everybody talks about it with like AI data centers, et cetera, but to me it's like, it's a picks and shovels play, right? Like if you're a believer that these types of robots are gonna be everywhere, LiDARs, which by the way have come down in price tremendously.
Oh, absolutely.
But like LiDARs and compute and different GPS chips and all of the parts that go into these things are actually probably investable themes.
Oh yeah, they absolutely are. I mean, it's the electrification, it's the automation, it's the types of inputs that make that stuff happen.
This is a funny looking hole. Do we need a driver here? I guess you could.
Driver, absolutely.
Oh no, go. Perfect. So, Jeff, what Jack was telling me is that like when he's out and, we're not talking about other courses or whatever, but like when he's out meeting with other potential clients, what he's saying is like, they're not just gonna deploy robots because there's a straight ROI. You're gonna deploy them so that the outcome of what they do is better than what you were getting before. Is that?
Absolutely, absolutely. We're definitely looking at trying to enhance the playability, accuracy for us, straight lines, aesthetic value. We're looking at trying to keep that perimeter just on point. You have a lot of mornings that there's no dew, you can't see where you're going, lines are all over the place, so you just improve your quality of cut.
All right, so the robots are coming. So that you can ride on them.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's got the little iPad just like on a sling or something.
Sure.
Like over his thing. So will you use these guys to move them? Like if not today where I know we're moving them. Thanks guys.
Jerry. Yeah, so the way we deploy them, each employee will actually drive them out to the hole and deploy them to get them mowing, and then they'll be assigned to rake bunkers or pull weeds. But then they're around. They can spot check, see what's going on with them, and move them from hole to hole at this point.
It's kind of like a user in the loop automation.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Wild. So it's like I'm familiar with that in like software, and we did them with cleaning robots too, where once they were clean, you got to go empty it. I can't tell you the number of tanks that I've emptied. For a variety of different reasons. But so it's the same thing where these guys will go, get them into place, do kind of that dull work, then they can go do sort of the high value work in the bunkers,
Absolutely.
around,
all the handwork that we still need to get done. It's just overlapping two jobs into one. And so the transport is the robot now instead of a golf cart to each hole. So now you're limiting traffic. So usually I would have that fairway mower go around, drive. You'd have another golf cart. That's compaction.
Right. You'd have one of these Toros around that are all.
That's compaction. That's wear. That's the.
By the way, it's extra gas, isn't it?
Extra fuel. Exactly. Exactly.
So like, where was like? I mean, we don't need to get into the specifics here, but like payback period. I mean, did these things start? Paying you back first year, second year? Like when do you really kind of notice?
Yeah, it's probably going to be more like a year and a half in is kind of what we're seeing, especially since we started utilizing them more often. That window went from 2.5 down to 1.5 years. And you start looking at, oh, hey, you know what? I have less grass clippings now because I can mow more often. I'm cutting costs other places that is kind of like realizing after the fact.
Does this scare any of you? Do your customers talk about this? Are your employees concerned about this? Like when they see these things, are they like, hey, I'm getting fired? Or is this something that they look at as augmenting their job and actually allowing them to do the stuff they want? I mean, mowing, I would imagine it's fun, but it may not be value add.
You know, I got the feeling from the guys, it's just a change of the work. We're not really taking work away from them, or their job away from them. We're deploying them to do other work, or we have the flexibility to actually pay the workers that we need to keep on hand. We have that now funds that we can apply to them, or we can flexibly like reduce some of our labor if we had to. But as far as like the employees, I don't get that feeling that we're worried about that.
And is this something where your employees, like, have you noticed they're like proud to use these things? Like, is this something they like using?
Yeah, they definitely. I have that feeling that these guys just like want to be on the machine. They like using it. I never had any pushback as far as, you know what, I'm not comfortable with this. I don't want to use it. I mean, the job that they're doing actually is just raking bunkers, but they're not pushing back. So it's just telling me that they enjoy operating them, they're getting out there and deploying them and using them. Like you said, you're just going, they're giving them an opportunity to grow, to have more value.
Right. And I mean, I'm not telling anybody to leave Santaluz, but if they do, they go to their next employer and say, hey, look, not only do I know how to do ABC, I'm a certified Firefly operator, and they actually have like upskilled themselves. Right. Yeah, I love that. All right, let's go find some balls. Every day. What's it take to maintain this place?
We got 35 employees full-time showing up at 5 a.m. every day, and we leave about 1:30, so put in 8 hours, and then we split the crews up, and one half of the crew works the weekend and another half works the other ones. We're doing 5 to 9s, and they take a day off during the week.
And like, I know, you're the director of agronomy here, right? And so you don't know the details of all the other golf courses, but like, I would imagine they're probably facing similar challenges to what you guys had, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. We all have our issues challenges that we got to face, depending on where you're from, what type of weather you have, soils, water, but labor-wise and how to deploy and how to savings, yeah, that's pretty, equal across the board.
Like I know PGA show is now, but like, are there any trade shows where you guys get together, more the agronomists and Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Every year we have a show with all the superintendents. We got like 20,000 golf courses across the United States, and we all get together and education, show, equipment, just building your career, but we get together every year.
Yeah.
Between.
And how long has automation and robotics been a topic, let's say, at that trade show?
It would have been a major topic the last 5 years, but the 2024, 2025, massive impact, incredibly more. Like there's so much more presence of different companies that you've never seen before that are just coming out with different products.
Wow, awesome, man. This is a big one.
Hold on, stay in. I'm good. All right.
What'd you say about not hitting the fairway?
Yeah, well,
I think it's kind of working its way down there.
Stay out of that bunker.
Lost it in the sun.
I couldn't really see it.
Oh boy, that's what happens. Stay out of it.
Stayed up.
All right, so the good news is we still got a shot here. Oh, this shot is everything my 7-wood wants and more. Get right.
Yeah, it's gonna go right for sure. You're gonna be on the green.
All right.
You're gonna be in the back, but you're gonna be fine.
Go.
Kick.
There you go. Good out.
All right, got out.
When you bought these things, do you buy them, do you lease them, do you finance them? How does it work?
Clubs, you know, we've pretty much purchased our equipment here. We don't do too much leasing or, you know, financing them. So we've been basically purchasing our equipment. So these were all purchased outright.
And when you purchase them, I'm assuming like that's where that 18-month payback period comes, right? You buy them, and then you're kind of saying, okay, clock starts now.
Exactly.
Let's,
exactly.
You know, and so when it first started, you're thinking you'd save 2,000 hours a year.
Yeah.
So like one human a year, basically.
Exactly. One FTE.
One FTE a year, right?
Oh, missed. I'm pulling my head up. Well, that wasn't pretty. A tough hole here.
You can cheat with that shot tracer, right? You can.
Yeah,
we can do everything in post.
the post-production.
We can do everything in post.
Camera.
Sit down.
Crafty. Very crafty.
Like that.
Shot.
You know, you go through the holiday seasons, and in all these little robots, the crest, we got little elves on them. So like the elves were dragging them, just like
It was a big thing. Like when I was at this robotics company, like for our Christmas party, we'd always like deck a robot out as a Christmas tree, and then deck a robot. You know.
So you guys gone through that?
Yes. Where there's a lot of modifications that we've hit. You know. Well, we got to get up and down to keep our par streak going. Oh, roll out. Hit it. Oof. From my standpoint, Jack,
good speed. Get up there.
Call that good?
oh, you're good. So, you know, again, I know, Jeff, like you're not in the business of telling someone else how to run their golf course.
Absolutely.
But like, if you see fellow agronomists, superintendents, et cetera, at the next conference, you're basically just saying, yeah, man, these things are awesome. We're using them every day.
Yeah.
What are you guys waiting on?
Pretty much, it's no brainer. Every day it goes by, you're not getting the savings out of it.
Right.
What it comes
So it's
down
like
to.
the time to deploy it was yesterday.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. I think we've got to the point that they've been proven, and now we're coming down to longevity. That's the next question. How long are they going to last? When are they going to be replaced? When's, is the technology going to basically come before them worn out? So we have a lot of questions.
So how long? I mean, these are, some of them they're your robots. How long are these supposed to last?
They're built to be 10,000 hour machines. So we're building them to last well over 10 years. What's great about electric systems like this is that super easy to retrofit the entire thing. It's just some motors, a battery, long down the road. So it's a simple design, and we've got high confidence these will be a legacy product that just gets better with software updates.
Yeah.
So how often are you updating the software remotely?
I mean, at this point, it's very frequently. I mean, it's
at least monthly.
At least monthly.
At least.
Yeah.
And you just get the little note that says bug fixes and improvements.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I got it.
Yep.
Mostly improvements.
Mostly improvements. There you go.
A lot of bug fixes too.
Yeah, I think that right now that's probably one of the biggest questions I get from, how long are these supposed to last? When are we going to replace them? And especially from superintendents, not necessarily from the board.
They want to know. They're going to drop. They're going to drop. $200K, whatever the number is.
Yeah,
right?
we put $575,000, and we had $350 budgeted.
Right.
And then
we went over.
And we went way over. So like, hey, is this going to last longer? So now I'm trying to work my ROI, and now what it's looking like is you're seeing labor savings still coming onto you every year. You're seeing the fuel savings. As that goes up, that trickles down and starts getting savings. Now you're getting to the point where you're paying off the machine. So but at what point do you need to replace it? And that's a hard one to put a target on when you're doing your analysis and on forecasting. Like, well, a traditional machine is going to be 4,000 hours. That's what I've always, put in my capital replacement.
But
and
now you're getting 10.
10? I mean, honestly, I put 8. I say, let's just do 8.
And it's still.
And so it's still like, okay, at that point, you know, now I'm ahead. I'm positive on this. Like, this is actually making us money.
I will say this, and it's like they're totally different, but like, so I've driven a Tesla now this is my 5th year. And you know, they tell you when you buy it, you know, hey, there's no oil change, all you got to replace is tires, and then you do it, and you're like, that is real. I don't really have maintenance. And so, you know, I've just now paid off my car, and I'm like, I don't ever actually want to sell it. Like, until it stops working, just drive it, because it's as good as.
And like you said, if you have an opportunity to replace some major components and still have a solid frame and it's built that way, well, how much cheaper is that going to be than buying a whole nother unit?
Right.
Especially if technology is different, there's upgrades and you can work it that way. So again, I think like ours is all about flexibility, you know, consistency. Those are big words in our industry.
115 slope adjusted into the wind. Oh, go in the hole. Go in the hole. Oh,
short.
Great shot.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Come down.
It's coming down. There it comes.
Look at that.
Hey, Josh,
Great shot, Josh.
fix your ball mark.
Kick hard.
Get up there. Where's
So yeah, so we have to, I guess the trick today is going to be to find a manual mower for Jack to get up on.
No problem with that.
Oh.
I got plenty of those still laying around.
And that's
With every one of these shots, you're making your boss proud. I promise you. Now tell me, certainly it was closer than your first chip.
yeah. We're on the green.
There you go.
Sit down.
That's good roll. Good speed. Doesn't come down as much as you thought.
Oh, nice try.
But that was a perfect putt right there. It's funny, like, it's definitely week to week. I went out one week and was just draining everything all over the place. And then you go out the next week and you can't hit a damn putt anymore. All right, back on track. I see some robots down there. Well, didn't really bunt, but boy, that's a good drive.
It's a great drive.
All right.
That's perfect.
Oh, that way. That's good.
All right. Not gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh,
All right.
The bunker. Yeah.
Perfect opportunity for us to do a walk and talk near the robots.
here we go.
Just hit them right near there, and
Yeah, I can kind of walk you around the machine here. I think it's probably good just to kind of start with like the cutting units, because it looks a lot different than your lawnmower at home for your viewers. These are called reel mowers. So instead of having kind of what's called a rotary, where you've got a blade spinning around like your lawnmower at home, these reels are cutting the blades of grass as they approach this bed knife. So when the reel is spinning, your blades of grass are getting kind of caught up in between this reel blade and that bed knife, and it's snipping it off. So that's a very standard cutting unit for.
this looks
for
like
golf
my old
courses.
push manual mower.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not quite, but.
No, but this mechanism right here looks like my old push manual.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
the
yeah.
same. It's the same thing. Not the.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. I mean, what's great about these is it allows you to get this, fairway quality cut all the way down to 0.300 inches. So it's about less than a third of an inch is how low these things can actually cut down. But I think what you're probably more interested in hearing about is what makes this machine autonomous.
Yeah.
So the way that it actually knows where it's at in the world is based on the RTK system. So you can kind of see these pucks around the machine. That's triangulating its GPS position based on an RTK base station. So it's getting a signal from an antenna somewhere within about 5 kilometers of this site to get within about a 2 centimeter degree accuracy of its exact coordinate in space. So that's how it's knowing where it's physically located, knowing where it should drive. And you've got a lot of other sensors on here that are dealing with all the obstacles that come up, right? So if you've got a golfer out on the course or a golf cart in front of it, the machine is using this 3D LiDAR up top to detect an obstacle, slow down until it gets within a few feet of it, and stop accordingly if that object does not move. You'll see cameras around the machine as well. These cameras are being programmed to recognize what the actual object is. So whether that's recognizing tall fescue grass, and it should behave differently than if that's a person. That's the type of obstacle detection and avoidance that's built into these machines. I'll kind of walk you through some of the other, let's say, components here. Josh, if I could have you help me lift up the hood.
I would love to.
We'll show you it's not as complex as you might think, right? This is not a machine that has a big, engine or carburetor or radiator. It's pretty simple actually. You've got this big 35 kilowatt hour lithium ion phosphate battery that gives it about 6 hours of continuous mowing time, which is good for about 25 acres. Most golf courses are anywhere from 30 to 40 acres of fairway. So that's why, guys like Jeff here have a fleet of 2 or 3 of these to be able to get through the course on time. But besides that, you've got a computer system that's powering its autonomous operation, a machine controller, an autonomy controller, and then a whole set of motors that are powering the cutting units, each independent drive motor for the wheels. And then if you walk around the back, this operating platform to allow the crew to bring this machine out to the right hole, and then an iPad mount to press play once you get up there. Yeah, so the way that we actually interface with the machine is through the tablet here. So what you can see is the satellite imagery of the course, and each of these little arrows are what the machine is doing. So you can see you've got this machine actually mowing the perimeter. So if you pan up, you'll actually be able to follow what the machine is doing in kind of real time as you're sitting at the office or out raking another bunker on a different hole. You're constantly connected with what the machine is programmed to be doing. So you can keep tabs on it and control what the cut patterns are. Give yourself kind of 4 minutes left in this particular route, so I know I better make my way over here so I can move it on to the next hole.
All right. I'm here with Jerry and Jesus, both operators of these Firefly mowers. And I wanted to get, we've talked to, the guy who sells them, we've talked to the guy who deployed them, but I wanted to talk to the guys that actually use them and see, do you like them?
Yeah, they're great. They work fantastic. It eases up the job, especially when the weather is pretty foggy and you can't see your straight line and stuff. You just put this thing to work and
so
it does the job by itself.
And how long have you guys been here?
2 years.
I've been here 5 years.
5 years. So you've been using manual and then you switched over to this.
Yeah, and it was pretty weird the first time, you know, because it has a lot of new things on it, but once you get it, make it easy.
And now, like, while these things are mowing, you guys are out doing bunkers, you're out doing handwork.
Yeah, it's basically 2 jobs in one. So it eases up everything, the man, labor, everything.
So, like, anything, you know, you want to tell the guy who makes them? Any feature requests that you guys have?
A cup holder.
A cup holder. Everybody hear that? A cup holder. All right. Yeah, a cup holder.
Yeah.
Never any issues though.
Never had any issues. Obviously, I mean, there's some hiccups, especially since we were the first ones to ever try them out. It's always that beginning where you have those bugs and stuff. But other than that, it's been great.
Do people at the course ever come over to you and they like want to know what's going on or see 'em?
Yeah, there've been a couple guys, a couple ladies also that has come
And
up
they
to
record
me.
with their phone, like, what's this, you know, but everything that's...
So they're out recording. So we're not your first recording, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. All right.
They
All
get
right.
pretty famous out there.
All right. Good. Well, I guess you can thank Jack for making you guys
Yes.
famous.
Yes, thank you, Jack.
Thanks, boys.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Thank you, man.
Oh yeah. All right. We did it. Whew. I'm glad I didn't ruin a $200,000 piece of equipment.
Well, you better get used to it at the end of this golf game.
Ah.
I'll be manually mowing these fairways either way.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Good shot. Ah. Stop. Oh God. That is why someone plays golf for money.
Nice shot.
Look at this.
Fire
Shooter.
Up, fire up that mower.
Shooter.
Fire up that mower.
Shooter. Good Lord.
Oh, here's a forgiving fairway. Let's go.
Let's try that bunty one again.
Yeah, nice shot.
Thanks.
You coddled Southern Californians.
Oh,
That's getting good.
got all of that one.
There we go.
Nice. That
Back
was your
at it.
best of the day.
Oh,
Oh God. Get down.
it's down. It's okay.
That's fine.
Damn.
116. Oh, look at this guy.
All right.
Oh,
There you
played
go.
that to perfection.
Nice shot, Josh.
Ah, get down. Thank you, sir.
I got it. I handled it.
Hey, I'm gonna let the pro handle this.
Like that, we're on the green.
Yeah, a couple of good shots, but I'm sure you stroke here. So,
All right. Couple big putts here.
you said right at it, and then you put it 3 feet out to the right, which was or left, which is actually
Well,
a
just
pretty
talking
good
about
putt.
where the ball should end up, right towards the pin. Good
All right,
putt.
thank you. These things, man, these are amazing. I know they're not jacks, but I like them. They're
what's
cool.
that? What's that one? Set it and forget it.
Set it, forget it.
You just don't have to worry about the rough.
Essentially, you know. I mean, every once in a while I'll have gophers, and they'll put some piles of dirt and they'll chew up the blades, or if the drain's really low, it gets stuck in there. We run into issues like with management. It's just totally different when you start putting autonomy in. We have members that toss their rakes, bunker rakes out. They don't put them back where they were at. And then all of a sudden that thing's hung up for 8 hours. So I walk out here at 1:30, and then that thing didn't do anything until I come back in the next morning. But I mean, I get a notification that it's stuck, but you know,
Not a lot you can do at
not a lot I
midnight
can do
either.
at that point.
No.
But yeah, no, I mean, what else is like? Yeah, what else is interesting to you?
Look,
about,
I mean,
like,
I think the big thing, you know, for our viewers, right? It's like they hear that like automation is coming, robots are coming, right? But they're here. They're not coming. They're here now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right. And you know, I think some of them would say, well, isn't it going to displace workers? And that's not the story we've gotten today. What we've gotten is we're getting higher performance and we're actually getting more out of our labor force.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Because the big thing that I've seen in my career deploying thousands of these robots is that it's always makes the job easier and better for the staff. So they can actually get more done and elevate the condition of whatever the robots are operating in. The golf course, the hospital, the warehouse.
Look, I know you've heard this. I know we've probably said it in the same meeting at one point or another, but it's dull, dirty, dangerous. Get rid of that. Let your people do customer service. Let them do the work that is good to do by hand, in person, right?
The detail work. I mean, that's the most important thing out here is on a golf course especially. I mean, there's so much work to be done, and the only reason that, you know, you've got perfect edges along this this cart path line, or, you know, your bunkers are always looking the way they are, is because you've got the extra manpower to do it.
And one thing I would say, you know, to you folks out there, we are as lucky as you can get. This place is immaculate, right? Literally, you know, not a blade of grass out of place, and that's, I'm sure, due to the fact that automation is doing 80-90% of the heavy lifting.
Oh, partly. I mean, Jeff is a big part of that.
That's a kind of high percentage, but
Well, we can edit that in post. 43.
yeah, there you go.
We're gonna throw this up in the air and just like
You hit right at the guy, and you'll be right on the green where you want to be.
because it kind of falls off to the
It
right
rolls
there.
right into there.
All right, Jack, you have the tee box
I
with
do.
a natural par. All of a sudden, this guy comes to play. Look at that golf shot.
There we go.
Look at that golf shot.
There we go.
I think I got rope-a-doped.
Great shot.
Go in the hole.
Great shot.
Somebody's closer.
You just had to do that to me, didn't you? Nice shot.
Those are some golf shots.
It look like golf is going on.
Look at where Jack almost dunked it. Or did I almost
I
dunk
think
it?
that was you.
If I get one of these, we are not editing anything. We're just going straight to the bar. Well, I wasn't leaving it short. There it is.
There's the birdie.
Making a charge.
Be elusive.
Making a charge.
How to make this interesting. I want to see you on a mower.
All right, one to play. Great birdie. So, like, where's Firefly in 5 years from now? Where, not, I mean, more golf courses, more, like, where are you guys?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of options for Firefly, but we're pretty lasered in on golf. So I think you'll start to see more products emerging from Firefly, kind of creating an ecosystem of robots that do all sorts of jobs on the golf course, from mowing fairways to mowing roughs to mowing greens eventually, breaking bunkers. But it's not just golf that this technology is appropriate for, right? I mean, there's sports turf, there's municipal parks, a lot of options for where you can take, outdoor robotics focused on grass. But at this point, we're pretty lasered in on automated golf courses.
And what, I mean, listen, you ask what our viewers want to see, like, where would be some courses that some of our audience can come out and see some of these mowers themselves, if they're not lucky enough to come out and play Santaluz?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome that we've had the opportunity to be on amazing courses. We're currently active on 5 top 100 courses, including Shadow Creek in Vegas. I was just out there installing their first robot. But it's from where we're at here in Southern California to the upper tip of Maine, where we've got machines running every single day on golf courses.
That's wild. So what other top 100 are you in? Shadow Creek, nice track.
You'll see us on some upcoming big events, LPGA, PGA events. We've done the Black Desert Championship, or the Bank of Utah Championship now. For the last couple of years, we'll be doing that again. So you'll see us out there.
I love it. Go see some Firefly Automatics. And by the way, if you do, post down below. Tell us where you saw them. All right, last par 5.
That's not gonna do it.
Oh, but it's in play. What a bad drive. Take another one, Jack. I'm gonna take another one too.
All right. All those edit them all out.
Oh, it's better. Still crappy.
I don't know if that's gonna do it.
You're in play. Play it as it lies. Sit.
Get left.
All right. Get down. Oh yeah. No problem. It's good.
It's in play.
Oh yeah. We're more than in play. We got 50, 60 yards to the hole, you know. Get our birdie putt and walk out of here.
Yes, sir.
While you're mowing, I'll be walking.
Kind of teed up for me nice. I'm gonna try to throw one down there. It's about 300 yards.
Whoa.
That so good. Where'd that come from?
Whoa.
Jeez.
Here we go.
All of it. Holy smokes.
Good Lord. If that weren't your 4th shot, it'd be really impressive. I got you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so since you've left the industry, like how much have you been following robotics specifically?
Oh, I mean, very closely. You know, I think with the caveat that I'm mostly actually interested in like the picks and shovel. Like I want to see like how many actuators does a new humanoid need? How many LiDAR sensors does a new whatever, right? Like I want to see like of these things that are getting built, like I'm still interested in supply chain shortages. I'm still interested in component shortages because when I see those things, I see stocks that are primed to move.
For sure.
Right. And so I remember like there was a period in time where like we were, 2 years out on a particular NVIDIA card. And I'm like, oh, I can still buy NVIDIA stock. Like,
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Why would I stop buying now if we're 2 years out,
Yeah.
So
I mean,
yeah,
the
I am
demand is
quite interested in this stuff. Oh, yanked it a little, but it was hit so good.
That'll be good.
Okay, I don't know.
Ooh.
Did I go way long here?
Yeah.
I didn't know my own strength.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, that was crafty.
That was crafty.
That was crafty. All right. Try to make a putt today. If I really want to frustrate you all, I could say, no, we're standing here until I make this putt.
Nice shot.
There it is.
Easy game.
Easy.
Easy game. I think that's the theme of today.
little short. Not enough juice.
Short. Well, thanks for having us on. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for being on Market Swings.
Thanks, Josh. Appreciate
Jeff,
it.
amazing.
Yeah, Jeff, thanks for having us out, man. Really appreciate it.
Pleasure.
So, for those who did count, I will not be on a mower. I won't be hand mowing. I won't be mowing anything. Jack, on the other hand, has a little bit of mowing to do, so we'll get back to that. But in all seriousness, I just want to thank Santaluz. Thanks to Jeff Miller. Had a blast out here. I don't know about you all, but I learned a lot about these robots and what robots mean for the future. Jack, thanks for showing us all around Firefly Automatics' products. And for those of you out there, like, subscribe, comment. If you see any of these Fireflies out in the real world, drop a comment below. Send us a picture. We'd love to see them. I know Jack would love to see them.
Yeah, no, thanks for having us on. It's a pleasure to talk about robots and hit some golf balls, so really appreciate it.
So I know we said that the bet was to mow some lawns, but truthfully, Santaluz is in such good shape that it didn't really need any hand mowing or anything like that. However, we did find something for Jack to go do as a result of not quite beating me. Hey Jack, how's it coming out there? Hand picking the range. It's tough.